I wonder what it's gonna be.
Soundwave, 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 Soundwave,
Soundwave.
All my fellas.
Hello everyone and welcome to Chaco Productions. Today we have Soundwave. He is superior. Now, Soundwave is one of the big three Decepticons. If you could boil all of the Decepticon army into three characters, you would have Megatron, the big bad and comically evil villain, Starscream, the punching bag and incompetent goon, and Soundwave, the competent loyalist and S-tier spy. Now, there are other popular and noteworthy Decepticons that get their chance to shine in the various TV shows and movies, but no Transformers series is complete without the big three. That being said, Soundwave is the best. It may be my personal bias, but even in G1, Soundwave was the most threatening Decepticon. He was the head of communications and became Megatron's second in command, mostly because there was no one else that was as successful as he was. Now, there was a Shockwave, a valid contender for number 2, but he was back on Cybertron, and Starscream, he was a loser.
You can't keep me in here, Megatron!
I mean, head of the Seekers. Starscream may have had the gal and ambition to be leader, but he didn't have the track record of success like our boy Soundwave. This guy, with the help of his minicons, pretty much spied on the Autobots constantly, and Optimus Prime never really put a stop to it. Soundwave was just free to gather all the info he could ever need and give it to Megatron, and basically Megatron dictated all the upcoming conflicts. This persisted all the way until the 1986 movie where Laserbeak gives old Megs the crucial info needed to ambush the Autobots, and they just started killing. They just started blasting. Now, Soundwave's prominence diminishes in the subsequent installments afterwards, but that's just because Starscream was far more entertaining as a bumbling roadblock to Megatron. I mean, imagine if every TV show and movie displayed a competent Decepticon, i.e. Soundwave, that had 24/7 info on the Autobots would never win. And the closest thing to that was Transformers Prime. Now, Soundwave doesn't talk in this one, but with what little time he has on screen, it far outweighs any character depth that he could have had. This guy was nothing but business. Every scene he was in, he was either winning or being glazed by Megatron. He was so loyal that even when Megatron was in a coma, Soundwave was keeping everyone else in check. The only way the Autobots defeated Soundwave in that show was by banishing him to another dimension. He was almost unbeatable. And he wasn't even the second in command, he was just doing his job, staying in his lane. Anyway, what I made basically was just an upgrade to Soundwave's G1 design, which was a cassette player. Other than Megatron transforming into a gun, this was one of the stranger choices for Decepticons to have as an output, next to like a camera, I think. It doesn't mean it wasn't awesome and it wasn't cool, but the cassette player is not really all that intimidating for Megatron's second in command. That's why I took a page from real life and made Soundwave one of those portable radio and surveillance towers. Back on Cybertron, Soundwave transformed into like a street lamp or some other camera tower. So being a large camera and radio antenna seemed pretty fitting for the Decepticon head of surveillance. Anyway, that's all for today. I hope you liked it, and make sure to like and subscribe. See you next time.
Soundwave superior. Soundwave superior. Lord Megatron, Shockwave doesn't have the biggest chest. I do. As your second in command, look at all the mini-cons you can fit in here. Bumblebee, you're trash again.